Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me on another Tuesday with Tonya. This is May 20th, and I'm so glad you're here with me this morning. Grab that coffee and let's spend a few moments going over what's happening in the shop. This week, I am super excited to finally show you our quilt kits. So we have been working hard, like I keep telling you, and this week I have a finished product to show you, and those will be going up live on the website probably tomorrow, maybe today, probably tomorrow. Limited quantities of what we have available, so bear with us. They take time, and as we keep adding more and more and more. So just a little backstory on the quilt kits. I have researched and researched and researched. I have ordered from multiple different companies online, and when the quilt kits came to me, fabrics are beautiful, don't get me wrong, patterns are great, but when you open it up and I get a plastic bag, and that was it, and my pieces were just kind of frumpled and hanging in there, and my pattern is just printed off on a computer. All works, it's all fantastic, but I just thought I could do better. So we have worked hard on design and worked hard on what would excite us if we opened it up, and so as with everything that we do here in Fabric for Fun, everything is a work in progress. We are new, we are learning, we are growing, and so bear with us with those growing pains, but I think you are going to love the quilt kits that we have. It's just awesome, and I'll get into it more in the video as I show you the quilt kit. So thank you for coming to spend a few minutes with us. I also took a little time-lapsed video. I was in the shop on Sunday and just tried to prep for Monday. So just a little time-lapsed video of me running around the shop, getting a bunch of fabric ready to make Monday easier for us. So that being said, let's get to the nuts and bolts and the fun stuff. So hold on. Well, hello everyone, and welcome. I am normally not here on the weekends. We try to stick to that Monday through Friday, but your guys' orders are bringing me in, and so grateful and thankful. But just thought I'd do a little time lapse that I will probably share on Tuesday with Tonya when you're watching this, I'm assuming. So of just how we kind of prep over the weekends when we have super big weekends for sales. So I have printed off not all of the orders, but I know that I won't be able to stack them all up around if I do them all at once. So I have a good portion here, a good variety here. So I've got those printed. It is Sunday, and I'm going to set up a time-lapse video and just start pulling fabric and panels and getting ready for Monday. So hope you enjoy, and let's get to it. Hold on. Well, welcome everyone to the launch of Quilt Kits. We are so excited. So this first kit, first of all, a few things to go over. When you receive this, it will come in this box. Everything is in here. This box will be then protected by a poly bag, so it will come nice and intact. It is a sturdy box to hold up for you, and that is for a couple of reasons that we'll get to in a minute. But like I mentioned earlier, so many quilt kits that I received when I was testing and trying and researching came to me in a plastic bag, and my pieces were wrinkled and crumpled, and everything was a hot mess, and the patterns I got were just printed out on copy paper. And so I thought, for the kind of money that it takes to produce a quilt kit, I just wanted to do it better and smarter and in a more put together way that made sense to my brain. So here we go. Great sturdy box for you. And we'll get more about the box in just a minute. But when you open it up, here's what you are going to find. First of all, you are going to have our pattern and spiral bound for ease of use for you. So there you go. Beautiful pattern. This first one is the Festive Hunter Star. It is 60 by 72 approximately. The inspiration behind the Hunter Star is when I was first quilting, I did a Hunter Star quilt and my mom loved it. And so that was the first quilt. I had no intention of sewing it for her, but she loved it and she said, I want it. And so my mother has since passed and I miss her every single day. And so the inspiration for this first Hunter Star quilt kit is definitely a lot of my mom in mind. This is not the colorway that I had done it in for her, but it's the one we chose to launch here with you guys. So it is very gorgeous. Let's get into it. So again, there's the pattern, spiral bound, all wonderful. The next thing that you will find different with our quilt kits is we have included a test block. So separate from all of your parts and pieces, you're going to get a test block so that you can sew together one full block and figure out what you're doing. That way, if you have to rip anything out, you do not have to worry about the distortion of the smaller pieces or anything happening that will make it harder to put your quilt together. You can practice and play with that test block. And that way, when you get to the actual quilt pieces, you will have a full understanding of how it goes together and what's happening there. So there is our test block. There is all of our quilt pieces. Isn't that fantastic? So they are all shrink wrapped. They are all in there. They are sturdy. In shipping, when it bounces around, they are going to be protected. They're not going to fly all over the place. You're not going to have to figure any of that out. So this particular quilt kit comes with all the parts and pieces that you need to make this 2-color Hunter Star. And it comes with the binding strips as well. So it is all in there. Everything is fantastic and wonderful. And here is what I love about this box. Cardboard, so you're not going to have any issues. We thought about like a clear plastic that just was not feasible price point wise. But when you finish blocks for this and you get halfway done with it and you get pulled away to another project, I have talked many times about my process and how I like everything put away and I like everything organized. So this works with my brain. So if I have 10 blocks sewn, guess what? Those blocks fit right inside this box. I just close this box up. I put it back on my shelf. It's all put away. Everything stays together. Everything is done until all of your blocks are done. And then you can come back to this box when you have a chance and finish the quilt and put it together. But if you get pulled to another project or something else interrupts you before you can get it all done at once, this box is big enough to fit those quilt blocks, all protected, all laying flat, all perfect. So again, you get beautiful fabrics in there, you get the binding, you get the test block, and you get a beautiful pattern, spiral bound, that's going to hold up to the test of time and allow you to go ahead and make this quilt and have these instructions with you. So all of that is our quilt kit. We are so excited for you. So more coming, obviously limited quantities on this quilt kit, so grab yours while you can. We will be doing other colorways as requested, so if you have a favorite colorway that you would like us to do in the Hunter Star, you let us know. Or if there are any other quilt kits that you would like, let us know that as well, and we will do our best for you. So again, pattern, test block, binding, and all of your sweet little pieces all in there to be ready for you and to keep them safe and sound throughout the process. So hope you love it as much as we do. Thanks for checking it out, and on to the next video. Here we go. All right, well, welcome back. Hope that you are as excited about those quilt kits as I am. Like I said, numbers will be limited, and I'm pretty sure they're going to go okay. I don't know, but we are excited for them and hope you are too. So check those out online and enjoy. Super fun to put together, super fun. So that being said, the housekeeping for the week, we have Figo Fabrics on sale for you this week yet. So 20% off Figo Fabrics until through Wednesday. And then we will start a new Dash to Stash sale. So 20% off right now, all of our Figo fabrics. So head on over to the website and make sure that you get your favorites. Coming up tomorrow on What's New Wednesday, we have added Benertex, RJR, and Windham fabrics for you. So make sure and check that video out on What's New Wednesday. Flashback Friday, I haven't decided yet what we're going to showcase, but Flashback Friday, again, we always take you up close and personal, get a little great video going of some of the fabrics we have in stock from one of the lines that we carry. So look for that as well. So if you have not, hit that subscribe button here on YouTube. Be sure and do so, and that little bell button will get you notified when I do those flash sales intermittently. So make sure you do that, and you will always have the greatest sales on YouTube. If you have not hit that, followed us on Facebook, I should say. If you have not hit that follow button on Facebook and liked us over there on our business page, please do so. Again, I post different sales on Facebook that are only available on Facebook. I post different sales on YouTube that are only available on YouTube. And the reason for that is advertising is expensive. And so if I can reach you on a YouTube video, it doesn't cost me anything, and it doesn't cost you anything to hit that subscribe button. If I can reach you on Facebook without an ad, then that is fantastic. So trying to keep these prices low for you and keep my price point steady means I am very, very aware of where those funds go. And so that is why I encourage you to follow on Facebook, and why I encourage you to hit that subscribe button here on YouTube. So thank you for your support. We appreciate it. It's been another wonderful week. My voice is going. We had family in town. All of my kiddos were here, and so we went out to family dinner last night, and when all three of my kiddos get together, we have a lot of fun. And so there's a lot of talking and a lot of laughing. And a lot of hoopla, and so it was amazing. And so my voice this morning is a little on the sore side, but anyway, hope you guys are finding some joy in your week, whether it is with your sewing or crafting projects, whether it is with your gardening or your friends or your family, or whether you are just taking a few moments to yourself and finding some joy and some peace. So thank you again for all of your support. We truly appreciate it here. I truly appreciate it. So have a wonderful week, everyone. And until next Tuesday with Tonya, I wish you nothing but joyful sewing, everyone. Have a great week.